Howdy, my name is Anna. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Today on my channel, where I like to talk about makeup and decorating oneself, I just wanted to pull out the Earthwood palette that I have not played with yet, that I got I think last week, and yeah, just do a look with it. So if you want to see how I got this look, then hang out for a while. All right, we're zoomed in. My eyes are primed. It's my usual lately Anastasia Beverly Hills mini eye primer, and I did put Charlotte Tilbury powder over that. So I think I'm going to go and play with these greens. I really want to use this and maybe this. This is a more lavender shade. It looks kind of pewter here, but maybe I could incorporate that, or maybe like the golds and the browns. I don't know. So starting with this deep green shade called Leaves, I want to put that in the inner corner. I'm going to try to be very careful. I like this shade. It's really pretty. But of course, it always ends up, anytime I put anything there, it's not this shadow. It is my technique, my eye shape. It just ends up on my face. Okay, so take that same shade and place it in the outer corner. And for those of you with hooded eyes, what I do is I do like stretch my eyebrow up first and just try to lay down some pigment there. Because if I start here, I mean, I guess I can do it either way, but if I start this way, it's kind of hard the way that this comes over this. I can't get any pigment right there in this little space. So I usually start with my eyebrow up, sort of stretching everything to just get it in that space that I know I can't get pigment usually, and I'm just very, very careful not to make a huge mess. So that way it's a little bit more solid in there, and then after that I can sort of, you know, do the look straight ahead with my hooded eyes and try to get more pigment up where I want it on top of that hood. Again, this is where small brushes really come in handy. And for me, going sort of in straight lines rather than rounding with my eye, because it definitely has a very like down shape. If I go sort of straight across, it helps to, it just helps to make things look a little less downturned. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just, that's not what I'm going for. I want to make it look a little bit more lifted. I think part of that has to do with I feel so much younger than I am. So I want to look younger than I am, not because, just because I identify with it more. I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe. I'm trying to accept, aging is a little tough. I'm trying to accept it in graceful ways. I'm gonna get this side above like the hood area as well. So there's a little bit more, you can see what's going on. Again, I'm gonna have to raise my eyebrow in order to get in there, and then we can work on this. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye without saying anything and just speed it up. All right, Now, with that same brush, I want to go in with this matte shade called Heel, and I want to blend around especially the outer edges and top of these. I think I want to make a lot of that kind of shimmery with this shade called Moss. So I'm just going to place that over the deeper shade. Oh my goodness, I was using a big brush and I didn't need to be. So I was using the Rephr 2, and this is the Rephr 28, which is what I thought I was using. So I'm gonna do that on the other side so it's a little bit less harrowing for me. Now that I've done all that work, separating everything. Well, okay. I'm going to continue this shimmery shade across the eyelid, and I have a plan for after that. Okay, and then with my finger, I'm gonna use this wildly beautiful shade called Beauty. I'm gonna focus that right in the center of that. And the reason I wanted to put that other green down first is I was playing around with layering these with swatches, and I thought this looked really cool layered over. I think I used the matte before, but I don't know. I just went with the shimmer this time because it seemed like it was like a little bit lighter color. Gives me a little bit more of that halo eye effect. I'm gonna take, I actually don't like this brush very much, but it's okay. It's an E05 Firm Blend from Nakia Joy Cosmetics. I think it hurts my eye a little bit, but I also think it's gonna do the job I want it to, which is blend these little sides out. So I don't know. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But yeah, just making those edges a little softer. I think that is so cool. Ooh, actually, all right, I'm going to bring this shade up a little bit higher up here. Like across the entire sort of top. Okay, I feel like I lost some of this shade with that though, so I go back into Beauty and I'm gonna sort of re-up with that. Yeah, that's so cool. I love it. Now, there's this sort of light, or do we want to use the gold? Oh no, I don't know. I'm gonna swatch those and see what they look like. Let's see. So that's the gold and that's the green. Oh yeah, that's gonna be much better as a brow bone highlight. Well, glad that I tried. So going in, like I said, to this one, which is called Coast. Adding that just all the way up here. I wish I had tiny little fingers because I think that would just appear brighter and more foiled, but I don't, my finger's too big. All right, I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and then come back for the lower lash line. Okay, actually my makeup's not done yet, but I'm just a little bit unhappy with this shape here. So I'm gonna take this shade again, this Leaves, and with a rougher 13, a smaller fluffy brush, I just want to bring that up ever so slightly, just right here. It sort of dips the way that I did things. I want it to go a little bit more straight out. I try to adjust that. And I think that actually did it right there. I think that's a little better. Okay, I'll be back. All right, so for the lower lash line, I actually just want to mimic what's up here and use this on the inside and outside. And I think I'm going to use this angled brush from Blend Bunny. It's very small. You know what? I'm worried about that matte. I'm going to use this one instead. I'm going to use the shade Moss because I think it's going to be a little less messy down there, and that's kind of what I need. And then with that same brush, again, I wish I had a tiny little finger. I'm going to use this on the lower lash line right in the center. I maybe should have used this shade underneath that. Is it too late to do that? Maybe that could be a cute inner corner thing. I think I'm going to forge ahead for now with just the beauty shade. And I'm trying to decide whether I want an inner corner highlight. And maybe I just leave it today. I did put some concealer there, so it is kind of brighter. It's so tempting, but I think I'm just gonna leave it and see what happens. I'm gonna put on some mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, I have mascara, but I want to do just a couple little tweaks, touch-ups. I'm not weak. I have changed my mind because that's my prerogative. And I want to do an inner corner highlight. And I want to do this shade right here called Coast. That is what I wanted. Cool. All right. And then I want to use Beauty again and just really go in with a brush and intensify some of that. Probably should have done this before putting mascara on, but that's okay. I mostly wanted to focus it a little bit more above my lashes anyway, because with the way my eyes are shaped, you don't see a lot of it unless I'm blinking. And so the further I can get it up there, the more you're going to be able to see it. And I want to be able to see that. It's so pretty. So there we go. There's the final look. No, I lied. I wanted to add one of these glosses, and I'm trying to decide whether to use this colorful gloss or this, and that's one of the Shine formulas, or this just kind of glowy gloss. Actually, I think this is the one. All right, so I actually have it on my hand because I don't like to use the wands of lip glosses over lipstick because then it just gets that color lipstick into the gloss, which I don't like. So I've been obsessed with these lip products from this collection. I just think they're so beautiful. And they're very comfortable. Okay, so here's the final look. I think this is definitely the Earthwood, like, oh, okay, there we go. Zoomed out a little bit. I like this. I think at least those green shades are nice. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades. Did I not use that? No, I used 5 shades for this look, and I really like how it turned out. It's very dramatic, but the Earthwood, like, I think this looks very woodsy. And I did use Oden's Eye on my cheeks, Warm Sun and Orange Sunny in the blushes, and then I used Warm Sunshine as a highlighter. It's kind of subtle. I would maybe go for a little bit more intense, although I don't know. It's kind of, again, it's sort of woodsy, and I like it. It's like forest-like, forest nymph. Not so much nymph as like a sprite or like a forest dweller, like a very earthy character. Anyway, but make it glam. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I hope you're having a good week, and let me know if you picked up this palette and what you think about it, and if you like lip gloss, I highly recommend these. Honestly, I think if I had to choose one or the other, I would get the glosses rather than the palette. I like the palette, but these are, I love these. Anyways, I'm gonna sign off. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life.